First of all, let's make sure we really understand why we combine SOQL with Apex. SOQL is a powerful tool that is not to be abused. I sometimes see new developers confuse themselves by using SOQL when they really don't need to. Let's make sure this never happens. 2 reasons why we use SOQL in Apex. First, we use SOQL to access fields that aren't in Trigger.new. Trigger.new has less fields included in it than you'd expect. I remember how shocked I was when I realized this too. Don't worry, SOQL's got your back. Second, we use SOQL to modify records that aren't in Trigger.new. In the grand scheme of things, Trigger.new only represents 0.00001 of all the records in your org, severely limiting our Trigger's world of possibilities. SOQL will unlock us the rest of our org's records. In fact, a wise and famous Salesforce philosopher once expressed this deep quote on the screen. And she was right, of course. If you're just doing things inside Trigger.new, you're probably better off using declarative tools instead. It's the world outside of Trigger.new that's so enchanting. And it's SOQL that opens up this magical world in Salesforce for us. I sincerely hope this course helps you discover the love of Salesforce that I and many others have in our hearts. You're going to do unbelievably magnificent things in Salesforce. Thank you, SOQL. Whoa, David. Slow down. You're getting carried away again. Let's take a step back. You keep saying Trigger knew this and Trigger.new that. We need to understand exactly what's included in Trigger.new in order to know when we need SOQL. Well, let me show you. Imagine an admin in your org does a bulk update to the contact object using a CSV and data loader. Let's say that CSV updated 2 contacts. What happens next is all your triggers on the contact object will run, and each trigger will have Trigger.new available inside it. Since Trigger.new is the list of all records entering a trigger, in this example, Trigger.new is a list of just the 2 contacts that were updated in our CSV. If our CSV had 100 contacts, Trigger.new would be the list of those 100 contacts. If a sales user in our org was logged into Salesforce and he updated one of his contacts, Trigger.new would have just that 1 contact inside it. Back to our original example, Trigger.new only stores our 2 contacts in its memory, nothing else. Let's go even deeper into this. So Trigger.new has only our 2 contacts inside it. But which fields of these contacts are stored? Well, Trigger.new will store only base fields of our contacts. By base fields, I mean all standard and custom fields that exist specifically on the contact object. Fields that exist on other objects that are related to our contact are not included. Want our contact's account's name? Well, we can't access it. It's not that we don't have permission. It's just that Trigger.new doesn't have this data stored in its memory. That field exists on the account object, not on the contact object. Want our contact owner's first name? Again, not available. That field is on the user object. And remember, we're just talking about the 2 contacts in Trigger.new right now. For every other contact in our org, we have 0 data stored on them in Trigger.new. Need info on the case object? Not in Trigger.new. How about chatter posts or the price book object? Again, not in Trigger.new. Hopefully you're starting to see the picture here of how limited Trigger.new's memory is. To sum it up, Trigger.new only stores 1. Records entering our trigger, and 2. Base fields of those records entering our trigger. For everything else, we need to query the data using SOQL first.